What is up, guys? I hope you all have an amazing day just like always, and welcome back to a new update. Today is the Alpha 4, which has been released today, the build 1.4.2. So there's some very big updates in here. For instance, the Boeing 747 has gotten a major overhaul. The glass cockpit display has been worked on and should be way more accurate to real life. And the overall autopilot function has been improved. And there's also been some updates to the cockpit, the airframe exterior, and the visual effects. Same happened to the A320, and there's also been some updates to the autopilot, including the V-speeds improvement, which now improves the overall flight performance of the airplane. Then there's a big update concerning all of the planes, as there's been a new flight model for all of the planes, so this is going to impact the handling of all planes. So in general, the improved elevator and rudder authorities for all planes, improved pitch and yaw stability for all planes, improved weight and balance for all planes, and improved stall behavior for all aircrafts. And then there's some small updates, for instance the camera, there's some updates to that, so you can, if you right click and drag now, it allows you to control free look. And there's been a lot of feedback concerning some of the TBMs, as it has gotten a final pass now, which means it's very well optimized now, I guess. There's some fixes to the airports. For instance, AGI plane started off center on runway 33, which is now fixed. YALT, there was buildings that were on the runway, also been fixed. A320 has gotten a tuning of the trim, so it should be more realistic now. The Boeing 747 has gotten a couple of fixes. For instance, the APU gen and next, or the emergency power was connected, and now they're exclusive. The engine 1 and engine 2 were reversed. They're now set correctly. The Bonanza has some, when you activate the landing gear or flaps, the battery doesn't turn off anymore, which is a pretty big issue. And then the TBM, if you teleport the TBM, the engine no longer shuts off. And for airports, there has been some improvements with the Bing aerial imagery, making the taxiways, logic and visual markers added. Surface types on airport runways, taxiways and aprons have been updated. Parking areas for aircraft has been also updated. And additional improvement ground marking and taxiways and aprons, and other general visual improvements. And they've also run an additional pass on the ground textures colors of more than 12,000 airports to improve the Bing data, which is amazing. And one of the big thing is they have improved the overall stability and frame rate improvements, so you're going to see increase in frames now. They have corrected some audio voices, or voices now switch correctly in tutorials when changing mid-flight. There's also been stability improvements to the UI. World tiles, black strips on world tiles have been fixed. And yeah, that is basically it. So the alpha invitations will be sent out a couple more today, and then there's also an SDK update where various flight simulators specific GIF extension materials, aerial imagery overriding on the terrain. And then to top it off, we have the feedback snapshot. We basically still have the same questions. They're basically exactly the same questions. Alpha issues, we have some with the A320, the autopilot, which has been kind of fixed now. There's insufficient draw distance of other planes on land, which we had last week as well. Pitch authority of the FBX flight mode. We didn't have that yet last week. And top wish list is still the same. And now I'm just gonna leave you off with some beautiful pictures. I absolutely love the first one by Speed Wobbles. And yeah, hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.